it did. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
What happens when your water breaks? Well, one of the benefits of being a online influencer is sometimes you can catch these moments on a camera. How amazing. But what you can actually expect, although most people imagine their water's breaking and they see something like this, they're kind of at home doing something and suddenly they get a gush of water. It can look like that. So it can, for a lot of people, look like a gush of water. And actually, if you smell it, it doesn't have any smell. If the water breaks like on the floor, it's got no colour. So it doesn't look like urine, it's clear. So that's how you can tell that it's your water's breaking and not like you're wetting yourself. And that might sound ridiculous, but actually in late pregnancy, it can be very easy because of the weight of the baby. You can feel that you leak urine more than normal, and you also have increased amounts of discharge. So you can often feel wet quite a lot of the time. So you don't always know if it's your water's breaking or if it's just something else. Now, the other thing that I think a lot of people don't realize is your waters can break slowly as well as breaking in a gush. So for some people that might be their experience, but for other people they can leak a very small amount of their waters, and it's only when they go in and get checked out that they realize that their waters have actually broken. This is really important because if your waters are broken, that essentially means that although the water can get out, other things can also get in to the membranes, to the waters around the baby. So that's a potential route of infection. It's okay. Sometimes we wait for a little bit of time to allow labour to start after your waters are broken, and we want to encourage that process. We want to get you walking. We want to get your contractions to build up. But if after a certain amount of time you haven't gone into labour, we would like to talk about what we can do to reduce the risk of infection to your baby and to hopefully help get labour started formally. So that's why if you're not sure if your waters are broken, it's better to be safe and go and get checked out, because you can have a bit of a leak rather than a gush. So that might present as you kind of feel that your underwear is just more wet than usual every day. Every time you stand up, so you have that effect of gravity, you get a little bit more water come out. Sometimes you can get a big gush and then your water carries on coming out. So you get lots of little gushes throughout the day. Any of these can be signs that your waters have actually broken. And although we typically expect waters to break somewhere after, when you're around 38 weeks onwards in pregnancy, they can break at any time in pregnancy. And if that happens, it's really important to get medical treatment. Firstly, because you're very likely to go into labour. And if you're premature, it'll be a premature labour. But also because, as I say, you may need to go and speak to your medical team. They may offer you antibiotics and they may offer to help to induce the labour if it hasn't started already. So if you're in doubt whether your waters have broken or not, call up, speak to your midwife, or head into your triage. They can confirm for you if they think your waters are broken or not, and then they can talk you through the next steps.